Hello everyone, what is going on? James here, and today I'll be giving you all my UFC 258 predictions. Right then, let's get into this. So first fight I'll be predicting will be Jimmy Rivera versus Pedro Munoz. This fight is one that the fans have wanted for ages. Two tough dudes who are really good, put on exciting fights. Pedro Munoz usually stands with people a lot of the time, and Jimmy Rivera usually looks to counter quite a lot. So yeah, this should be a fun fight. I mean, Jim Rivera will probably be counterboxing a lot, to be honest, in my opinion. I mean, in his last fight against Cody Stanman, I can't pronounce his name. I'm guessing it's Cody Stanman. That's how you pronounce it. But yeah, he was a really short, bulky wrestler, and he just used his pretty good striking to get the unanimous decision win, didn't he? But Pedro did have a really close fight with Edgar, and Pedro Munoz is really powerful. I know, against Garbrandt was winning a lot of the fight, and then Garbrandt, I think there was a headbutt, and he just saw red, and he just came charging at him, loading up his right hands, and Munoz managed to knock him out. But at the end of the day, Jimmy Rivera, he even did well against Petr Yan, apart from getting knocked down and beaten up in the third. He did really well. So, and he's a lot younger as well, and being able to react to things coming at you is a lot more important in the lighter divisions than it is in the heavier divisions, because things are coming at you a lot quicker. So, yeah, he's the younger fighter, got the better boxing. Pedro's more powerful, but as I say, I think Jimmy will be countering a lot, and he'll get a unanimous decision win, in my opinion. Right then, next fight I'm predicting is Kelvin Gastelum versus Ian Heinisch. This is another fun fight. I feel like I'm leaning a lot towards Calvin, to be honest, because I know his last fight was a bit naff against Jack Hermansson, but at the end of the day, Gastelum is the one who clinched up with him, and then I'm pretty sure he escaped. He got off the ground, but then got back, clinched back up with him again. He got in the exchanges with him. I know it wasn't a clinch. He got double unders and took him down the first time. Then I'm pretty sure he got back up and then got him down again, and then got leg locked. Oh no, did he get out the leg lock and then he... No, but yeah, he didn't take him down twice, sorry. He got out the leg lock and then went back near him again, which was strange. Or no, he stayed in the position, I remember now. So yeah, but obviously Ian Heinisch, he usually wears people out, doesn't he? He usually wants them to gas out. And Kelvin Gastelum has been 5 rounds, and he rarely does gas out, and this is a 3-round fight. So I think Gastelum, unless he really hunts for the knockout and gasses himself out, I feel like he'll just be able to tap him for 3 rounds, and yeah, probably a unanimous decision win. The next fight I'm predicting is Chris Weidman versus Uriah Hall. Now this is crazy. They fought 11 years ago now. Well, near enough. 10 years ago and 6 months. So yeah, a rematch, a very long time in the making. Chris Weidman is a bit past it now, and that's the thing. He isn't really like he used to be, he used to be a lot more, I don't know, he used to seem to throw a lot more strikes, and now he just looks to wrestle or take damage, which isn't very good, or he's a lot more... I don't know. Before it seemed like he was quite powerful, but now it's just more either technical striking or, just coming forward and getting hit and trying to get the takedown, So, it's a difficult one. It is really difficult. And the thing is, Uriah Hall was jabbing up Paulo Costa. When he was fighting Costa, he was winning that fight. Amazing jabs on him, but Costa just overwhelmed him with the volume, so it's just really difficult. Thing is, I know Dominic Reyes finished Weidman, but I feel like I know, and Weidman's last fight I thought Weidman was going to lose, to be honest. But he managed to. He did take a tiny bit of damage, but he did win the fight, fairly convincingly, even though it was somewhat competitive. Man, thing is with Uriah Hall, I feel like, right, if Shoeface can get him in a body triangle and control him for a bit, surely Wyman can get the takedown and wrestle him. I really think he's got a good chance of that. And the thing is, I don't think Wyman lacks skill. Like, look at what he did to Jacare Souza. I know that was some time ago. And the thing is, he was doing all right against Reyes until... because Wyman threw a jab cross and then Reyes got him with that amazing counter left hand. So, and the thing is, Uriah Hall is really, really, really scared to pull the trigger. He's insane. Well, okay, I wouldn't say scared, but as a lot of people say, he's just too much of a nice guy, isn't he? You see, and he lost the first 2 rounds against Silva, and Silva pretty much lets you hit him. I know he managed to finish him in the 4th, but I don't know, man. This is a really difficult one to pick, to be honest, because I know they fought in 2010. So, oh man, this is just a difficult one. I'm probably gonna have to go for Wyman. Another unanimous decision. He probably won't be able to submit him because he's got a good grappling defense. Uriah Hall has. Well, decent grappling defence, but he'll definitely be able to get another decision. Well, a decision win. I can't believe I'm picking another decision. But yeah, there you go. Unanimous decision win, by the way. So right then, so now on to the main event. Gilbert Burns versus Kamaru Usman. Yeah, absolutely amazing fight. Usman is really, really big, let's be real. He said the lowest he's been on Fight Night is 187, and then the biggest he's been is 193 pounds. I'm pretty sure Gilbert Burns, I mean, he gets down to 77 kg for all the grappling matches usually. I think he's been a bit more than that sometimes. But you'd imagine that he's only cutting like 4 or 5 pounds if he's able to make 77 kg, well, 168 pounds, loads and loads for the grappling. So you'd imagine when he gets to 170, you'd imagine he's only doing 4 or 5 pounds. So yeah, Gilbert isn't that big, but look at what he did to Woodley. Absolutely wrecked him. The only thing that I worry about with Gilbert a little bit is the clinch, because look at what Usman did to Masvidal. I know Masvidal didn't have that much time to prepare, but if Woodley, who's losing the fight, because when he was losing the fight, he was still able to get Gilbert Burns up against the fence at times, and that was a tired Woodley that had been dropped. So you'd imagine that Usman, with his really amazing wrestling game and pretty great clinch game, might be able to just hold Gilbert Burns against the fence. But the thing is, I know the thing is, right, Gilbert Burns did still push Woodley against the fence. It wasn't like Woodley was constantly holding him there. Gilbert still pushed him against the fence. And, Masvidal was really trying to go for the finish quickly, and he got gassed easy. So, well, not gassed, well, a little bit gassed. But I can't see Burns, training so hard and going for a full training camp and just being held there for 5 rounds and getting his toes stomped. I mean, maybe it could happen, but highly unlikely. I mean, he's not going to be able to take Burns down. How's he even going to get into the striking exchanges? Like, how is he going to strike and then get there to make Burns? Because the thing is, if he overextends and tries to get in the clinch, Masvidal can't take Usman down, but Burns has an alright chance at taking him down. And Usman won't be any good off of his back. He might be alright at trying to get back up, I suppose. But, Burns will just be able to take him down. Well, he'll have a decent chance of taking him down. And well, okay, not a decent chance. Sorry, I'm rambling here. My point is, Burns is really, really well-rounded. And all Usman really has is that good straight right hand, a great clinch game and an amazing wrestling game. And I know that's taken him a really long way, but I don't think it's enough to beat Gilbert Burns, in my opinion. So I think Gilbert Burns gets a close decision win. Would it be? I don't know about if it would be a split decision. No, okay. As I've picked unanimous decision for everything else, I'll go for split decision with this one. So yeah, Gilbert Burns, split decision win. Finally, though, I will quickly say the predictions for the next upcoming fight night, Overeem vs Volkov. There's 2 fights I want to predict on that. Obviously, the Overeem fight and Corey Sandhagen versus Edgar. I'll start off with Sandhagen versus Edgar. I think Sandhagen's going to make really quick work of him. probably an early round second KO, to be honest. I mean, he did great against Marlon Moraes, knocking him out with a wheel kick. Who does that to Marlon Moraes? And the striking exchanges were fairly close, but I think Sandhagen was just slightly winning it. I know he got taken down and tapped out by Aljamain Sterling, but Aljamain's grappling is amazing. Frankie Edgar does use the wrestling, so maybe he can use that a bit in the first round, but I can't see it being a much of an effective thing because he uses it to help his striking, and maybe he can get him down and fight, and make Sandhagen hesitate, and think, oh God, he's going to take me down, but I don't think it will have much of an effect, to be honest. So I think Sandhagen gets an early second round KO. Overeem versus Volkov. I mean, Overeem does let himself get knocked out sometimes and take damage when he doesn't need to. But that's usually against fairly powerful people. I can't see Volkov being able to knock him out, but I can see it being fairly... maybe Volkov can, but I can see it being really, really competitive on the feet. But I think Overeem would just have the edge on him. But but the thing is, right, Overeem... I know Blaze couldn't finish Volkov on the floor, but Overeem, his wrestling... like, Volkov will have more chance of defending it. But he'll definitely ground and pound him more and go for the finish, So, yeah, I think Overeem gets a fourth round TKO due to ground and pound. So, yeah, those are my predictions for UFC 258 and the upcoming fight night. So, yeah, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.